Hi, good morning, all of you guys. Hope all of you can hear me. Yeah, guys, can you please confirm is I'm audible, guys? Right, right, guys. So, guys, just before going to the session, like, yeah, I think Santosh, just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Yeah, guys. Anyone, guys, just I want to know, is anyone has been joined in the last week? That means in the last couple of days, which I have conducted a demos. So anybody from the demo session, guys, I think Pavan, have you joined from the beginning or from the last couple of days you joined?
Last couple of days.
Okay, okay, Pavan, right. I think, okay, okay. Santosh, I think remaining guys, I think. Yeah, Pavan, I think we have been discussed like, I think we have been discuss some few points like do you have any prior knowledge of any Python? Pavan, I think you are the person or any other different person?
No, I am not.
Okay, okay. So are you familiar with the Python?
Yes, yes, I am.
Yes, you have a basics, at least basics of Python, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, fine, right. Santosh, can you, Bharat, I think Bharat, you joined starting from the beginning, right? Or from the last couple of days because we conducted. Okay, Bharat, today is your first class. Okay, okay, fine, right. Okay, so Bharat, do you have a prior knowledge of any Python?
Yes, I know the
Yeah,
fundamentals.
fundamentals, right, right. Okay, fine, guys. Let me, just before starting the session. So I think all of you have been heard the news, the latest update. So the Indian movies has been, they have been won 2 Oscars, one especially from our, it's a Telugu movie. Everybody was very proud of that because last, I think it is a 9 years back. I think so. I didn't remember exactly. So A.R. Rahman has won the Oscar for the Slumdog Millionaire. And after 9 years, we have again 2 Oscars, that is specially one for the song and one for a short documentary movie, I think. All of you have been here at the news. It is one of the proud moment for India after 9 years. Yeah. So let us congratulate the team, both the teams, to make success at the Oscars. Right. So let us go ahead with our discussions, guys. So yeah, so a couple of people has been joined for today, and the people has been joined a few days before, 2 days before. Let me tell you, we have already started. So already I have started with the basics. It's not basics of machine learning. I have just given some introduction. So like what is data science, what is machine learning. Yeah, Pavan, I think you have attended the last couple of classes. I think I told you about you have conducted, you done that. And the other person who is going to be the Bharat, right? So being you have been joined for the today's is a first class. It's not in it's not going to be any much important topics has been happened also. We are still in the beginning. And some people has been joined a little bit. It's an hardly not more than 2 weeks of time. In that 2 days, 3 days, it is a demo classes only, just demo sessions. Just we have started with the Python basics only, guys. I'll just tell you like what are the things that has been already done. Okay, so it's not going to be a big thing. So being you already have an idea about the core Python, if you want, I can just give some basic introduction part once again, like what is machine learning, what exactly we are going to learn. So all those things I can just give you some introduction part also. So that's not a big problem. But we have been started with mainly some introduction to which is going to be data science actually, guys. Just I'll give you some introductory part, introduction to which is going to be a data science. So just I have been given some introduction part, guys. It's not the main introduction part. Just like why we are learning data science. Nowadays, everybody came to know like what is data science and why we are learning the data science and all these things. Yes. Yeah. Who is that? Somebody has raised the hands. Anshu, right? Anybody? Any questions, guys? Somebody has raised the hands actually. Okay, no problem. So it is an introduction to data science. We have been just an introduction part actually, guys. We didn't started any technical part. So it is going to be just like what is machine learning. I have been got started about that. So once again, I'll just give you a 5 minutes review of the topic. Like what is machine learning? I have been got discussed, like where the data was given to the machines. Machines are going to study the data actually, guys. Machines are going to understand the data, and they are going to understand the whatever the information or pattern or knowledge what it has been got. That is what we are going to call it as some kind of an insights. And using some insights, we can do some kind of an prediction can be gets done actually. So simple to make you understand that, I told you one example. So the past customers of loans, what are the loan customers data are there? So we are going to study those particular data actually. So we are going to study the data of the past customers data. And we know that like who are the defaulters and who are the non-defaulters, it will study them. So to whom I have to give the loans, to whom I should not give the loans. So that is going to be predicted by the machine. So loans data was given to the machine. Machine studies the data, and machines are going to decide to whom the loan should be approved, and the loan should be approved or whether the loan should not be approved. It is going to decide it actually. So who is going to decide that? The machine is going to decide. So how the machine knows that to whom the loan should be approved, the loan should not be approved, depending on some characteristics, because it has studied the past customers' data. So like it studied the data, like what is the age of the people who has become a defaulters. So is there any pattern it find out? Obviously, nowadays, as of now, guys, so we are living in the age of data. So our age is going to be data age. So every data is going to be having some kind of an insights. So if you start studying the data, you will get a lot of insights from the data. Insights are nothing but some kind of an information. So once you start studying the data, every data is going to be nowadays, it is going to be telling some story. So there is going to be some hidden story inside that actually. So there is going to be some story, some information will be there. There is going to be some kind of an insights we can get from the data. So machines will study the past loans customers data, who has been became a defaulters, who has been not, who are the non-defaulters. And based on that, in the future, to whom the loan should be given and to whom the loan should not be given is decided by the machines are going to decide it actually. So that is what exactly what we are going to be gets calling it as a machine learning. So as a machine learning expert, what is my role here now? I just given some roles like, so we should feed the data with the help of some algorithms only the machines will learn. So all those things we'll discuss it later, but with the help of some kind of a machine learning algorithm. So as a machine learning expert, we have to study all these machine learning algorithms is what we have to study about that actually. That is what we are going to be talking about the machine learning algorithms. Like that, just an introduction part has been taken, but not the actual concepts also. So actual introduction will again have a concept. Once you start with our machine learning concept, we have been got started with that. And to implement all this machine learning, we have been studied about, which is going to be, we are going to be using some core Python concepts we have been discussing. So nowadays, Python has been become a common language, a common skill for everyone. So independent of their domain or independent of their whatever their particular expertise or whatever may be their qualification or whatever may be the subject, independent of that, everybody is learning a core Python concepts, because Python is a general purpose language which everybody can learn and everybody can utilize it. Even a mathematician, statisticians are also using which is going to be the Python. Even gaming application developers, everybody. It's not only a software engineer or only a software programmer. It's not a programming language actually, guys. It is a language, but it is not like other programming languages like C, C++, .NET or something like that. Anybody who do not have any prior knowledge of programming also, they can learn the Python. Why? Because very easy to learn actually. Very easy to learn and very easy to use. So nowadays, everybody has been having the knowledge. So that's why we have started with core Python concepts only, guys. I just started with some basic data types. I have been got started with that. A basic data types I have been got started with that. And apart from that, we have been started about something like a list, tuples, and sets. These are the three topics has been got over, guys. Just a quick, I'll review the concept. Like what are the basic data types in Python? Apart from that, what are the basic operators like arithmetic operators, relational operators, etc. And apart from that, like a list, tuple, and what is a set. These are the three different concepts that has been got covered. So hoping all of you have who has been not attended the previous classes, hoping that you will be having at least minimum knowledge of that. Even if you don't have it also, no problem. You will be giving the recorded videos actually, guys. The recorded sessions will be given to you. So you can just go through the recorded videos and we can study this particular topic. So once again, I'll quickly review, like mainly important is going to be what are the methods associated with them. Just we have to know how to make some manipulations with that particular list, tuples, and set objects. We have to know about that. And apart from that, a basic concept like slicing. Slicing is nothing but we are having a list like which is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So how to extract the required elements? So x of 2, which is going to be the third element will come, which is going to be 30. From example, if I say 2 is 2, from starting from the 2 remaining elements we have to get. That is 30, 40, and 50 is an output. Why? Because index is going to be starting from 0, it is going to be. So at least if you have this basic knowledge, you can go ahead. It's not a mandatory to learn it, but if you have an idea about that, it is going to be something like it will be an advantage for it is an easy to understand the things actually, right? Like I think Bharat, do you have the idea about these topics, what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Right. Pawan, what about you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I think you don't find any difficulty in studying this because anyhow, today's session is going to be it is a different session. It is nothing relevant to that because in Python, every object is an independent object actually. There is no dependency between one object and the other object. So once again, if I just tell you the application, guys, list is going to be nothing but it's a mutable object. Mutable means which can be modified. Tuple is going to be an object, what we are going to call it as it's an immutable object, which we cannot modify. Once if you create it, you cannot modify it. List is created only by using a square brackets and tuple is created by using a parenthesis, what we have to create. And what is a set object also we have been discussed in the last session, guys. So in last session means which is on that, I think on the day it is it's going to be on Wednesday. I think on Wednesday we celebrated Holi. So on the day, less people has been got joined, but I have taken the session. So it is going to be a set object actually, guys. Like in our mathematics, we have a set concept is there right now. So intersection, all these things we can create it. They are going to be mutable only, but only difference is going to be, it is going to be an unordered list of unique values. It is going to be unordered list of unique values only. They don't take any duplicate values and the data is also not in an order format. So there are going to be enclosed by using curly brackets. So I told you about some methods like which is going to be append. We have been seen about insert and we have been seen about extend, something like that. And even we have been seen about the methods like remove, pop, clear. All these are going to be some of the techniques what we have been got used about that. Whereas in tuple, we have only two methods are there. One is a count and one is going to be index actually. But in last class on the set objects, I have shown you guys like which is going to be intersection. In our mathematics, we know it now, intersection between two sets, union between two sets, and which is going to be difference, which is what we call it as minus. Okay. So if I have two sets are there, S1 is equal to some set of 10, 20, 30, 50. And we are having the S2, which is going to be having a set of, which is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40 actually. So we are having, which is going to be S1, which is going to be union, which we can say S2 it is going to be. Like mathematics, we cannot write S1 union S2, we cannot write like this. This is mathematical representation. It is a programmatical representation. S1 union S2, S1 intersection S2. These are all the methods what we have been got discussed about that. Okay. So that is the one what we have been seeing, guys. So just the methods, once if you just clearly go through them, that is sufficient, but it's not mandatory to learn, but at least some of 2 or 3 methods, if you know that, later we are going to be using them actually. Okay. So this has been happened, guys. If anybody has been joined for the today's class and just a couple of days before, so this has been happened. So I think so that does not make that much difference because all these are going to be some of the common things only. Just it is a kind of an introduction part we have been got discussed about that. So once again, we'll have that introduction once again, no worries. So in later classes, again, once again, we'll have a machine learning introduction part. We'll have it one more time. Okay. So that's it happened, guys. So you didn't miss much about that. Anyhow, you will be given the recorded videos. If you want to really continue the sessions, you will be, once you get registered, you will be getting the recorded videos. We'll get it. Go through the whatever the past recorded videos, and you guys you can have the concept about that. Right. So today, guys, we are going to start with something what we are going to call it as a new object called as a dictionary object. Okay. Anyone, guys, just before going to the session, any questions from the past classes? And even Pawan and Bharat, do you have any questions from your side? If you have, yeah, Bharat. Okay, fine. Okay, you don't have any questions, right? If you have any questions, guys, so please feel free to discuss with me if you have any questions, so I can just clarify it. Yes,
Sir,
Kirtana. Yeah, Kirtana.
in list or tuple, whatever, sir, both the things, when we use indexing, sir.
Okay. Okay.
What index? Don't we get mine? How do we get this negative index, sir?
Negative indexes won't come actually. It will be only positive index only. It is going to come actually, because it is going to always tells you from the starting to which is going to be ending, which is going to tells you. But once if you know the positive index, I told you know how to get the negative index. So it will tell you the positive index only. If you want to get the negative index, I told you one formula no. So it is going to be positive minus what is going to be the length of the list. If you do that, then you will get the negative index. We'll get it actually. Okay, but directly it won't give you. Directly there is no method directly it won't give you the negative index. Okay, fine. Right, guys. Fine. So that's it, guys. That has been happened. Okay, so let us continue with the dictionary object. So up to now we have been seeing. Okay, a small point, guys. Just a small break for this. Before going to the dictionary, we are having one more object is there actually, guys, which is it's not that much important. It is going to be a frozen set actually, guys. It won't take that much time also. It is just a frozen set. So we have already seen what is list and what is tuple we have been seeing. There is a slight difference is there. Both of them are almost all same. Only thing is list can be modified, which we call it as a mutable, and tuple is going to be nothing but it is an immutable. Simply we can say that tuple is an immutable format of list, and list is going to be a mutable format of a tuple actually. So what is frozen set is, guys? It is nothing but same as a set object only, but it is going to be nothing but it is an immutable. Frozen set is nothing but same as a set object only, but it is going to be immutable object. But how do you create this particular object actually, guys? How we have to create this object actually? It is by using a function called as an frozen set. We have to use this technique actually, guys. We have to give a frozen set, and you can give any object actually. It's not that you have to give a set, but I prefer to always give a set only, or you can give a list of values also. We can give it, guys. Even you can give a list, a tuple, or set, anything you can give it. That is what we call it as an iterable object. And even we have not discussed about iterable object. Later I'll tell you. Just by using a function called as an frozen set, and just give some list of values. So what is the difference between frozen set and a set object is set is mutable. So once again, if you recollect one, in set we have the objects, the methods, like we have a add method is there. We are having a clear method is there. We are having a pop. We are going to be having remove. If you remember, I told you about another method called as an discard. So all these methods don't work on the frozen sets. Why they don't work on the frozen set? We are very clear about that, because add is trying to add some element to the set. We are trying to add some element to that set, but in frozen set, it is not going to be works actually. Why? Because frozen sets are going to be nothing but there are going to be immutable object. And apart from that, the methods like which is going to be intersection. It is going to be intersection, union, and it is going to be something like a difference. And apart from that, even we have the methods like it is E subset, it is going to be E superset, and even we are having a one more called as n, which is going to be is disjoint. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to discuss with me. I'll again discuss about that. So these are going to be some 6 or 7 methods are there, which are going to work on the frozen sets also. Why? Because they don't make any modification to the object actually. But add method, clear, pop, remove, discard does not works. And the people who has been attended the last session, guys, I told you about, which is going to be intersection underscore update. What is intersection underscore update is nothing but we are going to update one set with the result of intersection with the other set actually. So S1 dot it is intersection. S1 is one set. S2 is going to be another set actually, guys. S1 dot intersection underscore update of which is going to be S2 is indirectly nothing but S1 is equal to S1 intersection S2. So we are assigning the intersection of S1 with S2 to again back to S1. We are going to do that. For example, I'll show you practically, guys. If S1 is 10, 20, 30, 50 and S2 is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, you know that what is S1 intersection S2 actually. We are just finding the intersection common values actually. The result is going to be 10, 20, 30. But this will not be assigned to any variable. If you want to assign it to again back to S1, then we have to use intersection underscore update, which will modify the S1. So intersection underscore update, and apart from the difference underscore update, and apart from that, there is another option called as an update. These three options does not works on the frozen set. Why? Because all these are trying to update the set object. So these three methods does not works, and these five methods also does not works. Only what are the methods it will works? Intersection, union, difference, is subset, is superset, and is disjoint. Only these are the methods that are going to work on the frozen sets actually. Okay. And guys, I think who has been joined for the today's class. So you can see some kind of n, which is going to be like what we can see is, I told you how to download the Python. So once again, if you have any question, you can directly download the Python from python.org. So this is the one which we have to download actually, guys, which is 3.11.2 latest version. Just download and install it, guys. That's it. Once if you install this, you will be getting a tool called as an idle is a tool. What will get it actually, guys? Wherever you have been installed the Python, there is going to be a Python idle will be there, IDLE. As of now, we are working with it. Within a couple of days, we'll modify it, guys. Maximum from tomorrow onwards, we'll modify it. That means you don't work with the idle anymore. We'll change it actually. We'll don't work with the idle anymore actually, guys. So let me open the idle. Yes. Actually, it's a small change in the version, guys. It is 3.11.1. Earlier, we are using 3.11.2 is the latest version. It's not a big version, big change. It is going to be just like a small build version has been got changed. This is going to be what we can say that the Python idle, which is going to comes along with the Python software actually, guys. No need to download separately. If we install the Python software, we'll get this idle actually, guys. So once again, just quickly I'll show you, which is going to be S1 is equal to nothing but it is going to be just we can give a list of values. So how many values you give does not matter. So how many times you repeat the value also, it does not matter. It only takes the value only for once only it is going to take it actually. So if you see the S1, we can see the value like this. What is S2 equals to? Let us say 20, 10, again at 20, 10, 10, 10. Okay, how many times you give it does not matter. Let us say 40, which is going to be, 40, again at 10, 20, 30, again at 30, 40, 20, 30, whatever the numbers, how many numbers you give does not matter actually. But don't think that these many values we have been given, it will contain too many values. No, it contains only the unique values only. So S1, which is going to be what we can say that it is intersection. These are all the methods actually, guys. Add, clear, copy I have not yet discussed it, guys. Difference underscore update, discard, and intersection underscore update, is disjoint, is subset, is superset, remove, pop, symmetric difference underscore update, union, and final update actually. So these are all going to be the methods associated with the, which is going to be some kind of a list object actually. S1 intersection, which is going to be S2, it is going to return the intersection of the values. But S1 is not modified, S2 is also not modified. But if you want to preserve the result, we have to say S1, which is going to be something called as an intersection underscore update of, which is going to be S2 is what we have to say it actually. Then automatically what will happen? S1 will be updated to the intersection of S1 and S2. So whatever the result of S1 is there, that is 10, 20, 30, that will be again assigned back to S1, which is going to be, S1 is going to be gets modifies actually. This is what we can call it as the update. But same example, if I try to create like S1 is equal to nothing but, if you want to create a frozen set actually guys, this is a way we have to create a frozen set. Actually, we can give any iterable object. I told you also, I'll tell you what is iterable object in the later classes. Right now, we didn't discuss about what is meaning of an iterable object. So give a set. Now you can see what is going to be type of the S1. So what is the type is going to tells you which type of object it belongs to. Very clearly, it is a frozen set. What is S1 dot? See the methods actually, guys. A very few methods we have it actually. Frozen set is having very few methods. Difference is there. Difference underscore update is not there. Intersection underscore update is there in S1 because S1 is a set earlier. But now S1 is a frozen set actually. You can see no intersection underscore update is there. Intersection is there. Is disjoint, is subset, is superset is there. Symmetric difference is there. And we have a union is there. But we don't have the methods like add, remove, discard, clear, okay, pop, intersection underscore update, union, it's an update, and it is going to be a symmetric difference underscore update, and difference underscore update is also not there. Why? Because it is what we are going to call it as a frozen set, what we can call it as. Okay. So frozen set and set is going to be quite similar. And whenever we are talking about the, what we can say about that, the tuple and the, whatever the set, tuple and the list is going to be one kind. And this is going to be the other kind actually, guys. Okay. So these are going to be some of the things what we are going to be using it actually. Okay, fine. Yogesh, Yogesh, is today's your first class or did you join earlier?
No, sir. Today is my first class.
First class. Okay, okay. Are you from any my old
Actually,
batch?
yesterday I have get the message
Okay,
from
okay.
our center.
Okay,
Tomorrow's classes started at 9 p.m.
Okay,
so I
okay.
have joined this.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So do you have a prior knowledge of any Python?
No, sir.
Zero, completely zero knowledge.
Yes.
Or do you
Yes,
have?
sir, yes.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Actually, we have started with the core Python. Don't worry, you can understand the things. Just follow for 1 or 2
Yes,
days, you
yes,
can
yes,
understand
yes.
the things. Okay, fine, right.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Right, guys. So this is going to be what we are talking about, the what we can talk about the frozen sets actually, guys. Okay. So sets and frozen sets is going to be one category, you can say that. And list and tuples are going to be one type of a category, what we can talk about that. Why? Because the sets and frozen sets, mutable, immutable, even tuple and list is also going to be some kind of an what we can say that it is going to be mutable objects actually. That is what we have been already discussed about that particular concept actually. Right. Yes, Kirtana, do you have any question?
No, sir.
No, fine, right. So that is going to be one thing what we can say. And today we are going to be starting with a one more object, which maybe you have been never seen about that. That means never seen means outside the Python, maybe you have been never seen about that. Maybe it is there some part of some languages, but there are going to be a little bit higher level for you, which is going to be nothing but what we are going to call it as a dictionary object actually, guys. So dictionary. So see, list, tuple, sets, frozen sets, and dictionary. And why the name dictionary has been came actually, guys. Generally, we know that in our dictionary, generally whenever we are talking about a dictionary. So in dictionary, how the words are going to be arranged, we know that. Like, which is going to be like what we know that. So obviously dictionary is going to be nothing but which is going to gives you the meanings of the words that are available in the language. If I take some kind of an English, which is going to be an Oxford dictionary, there is going to be some kind of an words will be there. How the arrangement will be done, we know it actually, guys. What is the word colon, which is going to be nothing but what is the meaning, what we can see this actually. So generally we know that if you want to find out the a meaning of a particular word, using that particular word, we can find out the meaning actually. So word will be there and a meaning will be there. Like that throughout the dictionary, it's the same pattern only. Word, meaning, word, meaning, word, meaning. So why the name dictionary has came here is, the reason is also the same thing actually, guys. A dictionary is also a one of the data structure in Python, which is going to represent the data in a format of, which is going to be a concept called as a key and a value pair concept actually, guys. It's a pair concept called as a key and a value pair concept. It will be like this actually, guys. There will be a key will be there and there is a value will be there. Here in our dictionary, key is going to be nothing but your word and meaning is going to be nothing but you can say it is a value actually. Why? Because we know that if you want to find out the meaning, you have to search it with the help of the word. So use the word and using the word, we can get the meaning actually. That is what we can talk about. The key value pair concept, what we are going to be gets talking about that. Okay. So same as it is, dictionary is also a one of a data structure in Python, which is going to be representing the data in a format of a key and a value pair concept. And using this key value pair concept, nowadays we are having so many other frameworks are also there actually, guys. So don't think that it is only used in Python. Almost all nowadays, as part of the a little bit a higher level advanced frameworks, we are using this particular key value pair concept. Like for example, as of my knowledge, I don't know how much extent it will be there in Java or how much extent is there in the .NET, because they are not my subjects actually. So my experience, I'm talking about that. This key value pair concept, I find it in a very frequent, in so many other frameworks we have been seeing. One is going to be, I have been seen in a concept called as a map reduce framework. We have been seen about that. So where do you use this map reduce actually, guys? It is going to be used as part of the big data Hadoop. We are going to be using this map reduce framework, what we use. So as part of the big data Hadoop framework, which is going to be MR framework, what we call it as the map reduce, which is a part of big data Hadoop, the map reduce also works in a concept called as which is going to be a key value pair concept only, it will works. So the concept, the mechanism it is going to be involved is going to be a key value pair mechanism. So just I'm giving an idea, guys. Don't think that key value pair is going to be only available in Python. So many other frameworks also it was be used. And I'm also using this key value pair using using one kind of a database is also there actually, guys. But that is going to be what we are going to call it as a NoSQL kind of a database actually. Even there is a database is also there. A framework called as a MapReduce is there. Just an example. Why do you require the MapReduce framework actually, guys? The MapReduce framework is basically used to processing of data. Whenever you want to process some large volumes of data, we use as the MapReduce framework, which is going to be part of a big data Hadoop frameworks, what we are going to be using. There is a kind of a NoSQL kind of a database is there, guys. Even the same key value pair mechanism is also part of a NoSQL kind of a database. I'm telling my experience, guys. So there is a database called as, nowadays you are hearing about this database actually, guys, which is going to be MongoDB. MongoDB is nothing but a kind of a NoSQL kind of a database. So SQL kind of a database means which are relational databases, and NoSQL means without using SQL, we can do the same operation as it is. MongoDB is such kind of an, what we can say that such kind of an, which is going to be a NoSQL kind of a database it is going to be. A MongoDB is such kind of a NoSQL kind of database it is going to be. It is using a concept called as a key value pair concept actually. So key value pair has become a one of the very popular, which is going to be the popular one, which nowadays they are using it actually. And even there is going to be one kind of one kind of a file format are also there. Actually, this MongoDB works on a concept called as an JSON format. JSON files. Nowadays, the JSON files has been came into the existence. JSON files are nothing but the replacement of XML files actually, guys. Previously, they used to use XML files. Now the XML has been completely replaced it to JSON files actually. So previously, whenever one page want to communicate with other web pages, they use as XML format. But now the XML has been almost all replaced by the JSON files they have been got used. So JSON file also will use as internally the concept of a key value pair. And even this MongoDB is also working on the JSON style of formatting only it is going to work actually. So JSON files, the MongoDB NoSQL database, MapReduce framework, which is used to process a large volumes of data. All of them are going to represent the data in a format of a key value pair mechanism. So Python also provides that kind of an advantage, which is going to be what we are going to call it as a key value pair mechanism. Very simple, guys. Key and a values. It is going to be a key and a value. For example, guys, let us say that I'll tell you the notation. I want to represent a name of a person, and what is going to be the gender of the person, and I want to represent the city of a person actually, guys. Okay. Totally, there are 3 values are there actually, guys. Can anybody can help me to find out what are the different options to represent the 3 values, guys? Anyone? Anyone can you help me? I want to represent 3 values, guys. Name, let us say my name Vamsi, gender is a male, and city is Hyderabad. So what are the different ways to represent this data actually, guys? 3 values I want to represent. So what are the different options that are available for me? Yes, guys. Anyone?
Name is to, gender is to, city.
No. I'm talking about not about the dictionary. What are the other ways we have it in a general way? 3 values. So how many variables we have to use basically?
3 only.
3. So can I represent like this? One variable name is equal to Vamsi. Let us say that. And the other one, which is going to be the gender, is equal to nothing but, let us say that it is male. And one more, which is going to be city, which is going to be nothing but it is Hyderabad. So is it one solution? Is it one solution? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. But what is the problem with this actually? For 3 variables, we are having, for 3 values, we have taken 3 variables. Internally, the Python also has to create 3 different variables. We always want to make it simplified. So tell me, what is the other solution now? Instead of defining 3 variables, we can define all the 3 as a list. I can define it actually. Can I represent as a list? For example, something like a person is equal to, which is going to be a list, like which is going to be Vamsi, and which is going to be nothing but it is a male, and which is going to be nothing but it is Hyderabad. Now, but what is the problem with this particular list is, fine, it's a storage is going to be single object only, but the main problem here is, whenever I want to know what is the city of this particular person 1, I should know where is the city must be there. It is there in the second index. Where is the gender is going to be there? This is there in the first index. Where is the name is going to be there? It is there in the 0 index. But there is a problem is there. You can write this, the order, you need not to follow the same order as it is. I can write the gender at the 0 index, and I can write the location in the, which is going to be city in the first index, and then I can write the name in the 3rd index. So whenever the order is a different index is there, basically where is the name is there, where is the city is there, where is the gender is there. Without knowing that, we cannot write that application actually. So in person 1, Hyderabad, the location is city is at the 2nd index. Whereas in person 2, the location is going to be or city is there in the 1st index actually. So there is a problem with that. That's why what we are going to use is, we are going to be going for something called as a dictionary object. So what is an advantage of a dictionary object is, for every value, you can give some kind of a key, we can give it actually. We can give some kind of a keys to every value. Here, Vamsi is the value, male is the value, Hyderabad is the value. So to that particular 3 values, I can give 3 keys, I can give it actually. So how do you represent a dictionary? A dictionary is an object which is represented as a syntax like this actually, guys. Key, colon, what is the value? Better to say key 1 and the value 1. Key 2 and the value 2. It's like this actually, guys. Colon notation we have to use, guys. Like that, you can represent as many keys and as many values we can give it actually, guys. Like that, we can define that particular required key and the value pairs. What is an advantage of using this particular dictionary object? And one more thing also, guys, dictionaries are also represented in curly brackets. Then you may get a doubt. So curly braces we are already using for set object. Can I use it? I can use it because set is containing only a set of values, whereas a dictionary is going to be containing a set of key value pairs it is going to be. And one more thing is, just like your list, and which is going to be like an index or list and a tuple, you cannot index them actually, guys. Like dictionary object is there, dictionary of second item, it is not allowed. So I told you already, guys, indexes is not allowed on the set objects. Same indexes are not allowed on the dictionary objects also. Even we cannot say dictionary of 2 is 2. We cannot say it like this. Then you may get a question, sir, how can I get the value 2? Every value is represented like an with a key value. So every value is going to be binded to its key value. With the help of the key only, we have to get it. Sir, if I have a duplicate keys, what will happen? You cannot have a duplicate keys. These keys must be always like an unique. Keys are nothing but like an ID actually, guys. Keys are nothing but just like an ID. Okay. So what is an advantage here is, guys, now the same person one data, previously I have been represented as a list. I can represent like a, which is going to be like a dictionary. So what is the key, which is going to be name, colon, which is going to be Vamsi. Whatever the order, it does not matter. Whether name is first or whether the gender is first, it does not matter. Let us say that it is going to be gender colon, which is going to be nothing but, I said it is a male actually. And then which is going to be city, which is going to be colon. I said which is going to be, sorry, which is going to be Hyderabad. Now, what is an advantage of using these dictionary objects actually, guys? Okay. The advantage is, as I said, that you can't give the indexes like this. I cannot say person of 0, person of 1, person of 2. You can extract the value only with the help of the indexes only we can get it actually. So it is going to be person 1 of what is the name. Whether the name is at the first, whether it is there in the first position or whether it is last position does not matter, because the values are identified only by its key, but not by its index or not by its position. So person 1 of name is equal to, it is going to give you the result as Vamsi is the result what it will give you. So the advantage is for every value we are giving a key. Being the keys are going to be unique values, we can extract the given values with the help of the keys we can get it, but not with the help of the indexes actually. So very simple representation, guys. We don't require any much programmatical skills. We don't require anything. Directly we can define the value. So directly same notation we can give it, guys. Person 1 equal to, which is going to be something like name Vamsi. You can write in a single line or you can write in multiple lines also, guys. It's not a problem at all. Generally, not to have a confusion, we'll write in a single line actually. Name Vamsi, gender male, city is going to be Hyderabad, and we can get this particular value. Have a look at this, guys, how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to do it actually, guys. So simply I'm going to be defining the person 1 details actually, guys. It is going to be person 1 equal to, which is going to be the dictionary object. What is the name actually? Name is going to be something like an, I said, which is going to be Vamsi. I said gender, single quotes, double quotes, anything is a fine case, guys. It's not that you have to use only double quotes mechanism only. In Python, both of them are going to be allowed. What is the city? City is going to be nothing but, I said, which is Hyderabad. So that is the one what we are going to be talking about. Now, first of all, try to find out what is the type of the person 1. The type of the person 1 is going to be nothing but, it's a dictionary object. It's a class called as a dictionary class. That means indirectly it is going to belongs to an object called as n, which is going to be a dictionary object. What we are going to be talking about that. That is what we are going to be talking about the person 1 data, what we can see that. Now you can extract, first of all, I'll tell you some methods actually, guys. Mostly, I'll tell you, I'm going to tell you about the object here now. Mostly whenever we are going to work with this particular dictionary objects, we are having some few methods are there. I want to know the keys. I want to know the keys of the object actually, the keys in the dictionaries. So we are going to be having a method called as n dot, which is going to be dictionary. So remember, guys, sorry, dot keys. Dot keys actually, guys. What is going to be dot keys? Which is going to returns you. And you all of you know that I already told you. Don't think that every method will make a modification to the object. For example, if a list is there, whenever I said list dot append of 50, it is going to append the 50 to that particular list object. But whenever I said list dot count of 50, it is going to tells you how many times the 50 is there in the list. It won't make any modifications. Same as it is, keys are only going to returns. it is going to returns the whatever the keys actually, guys. Just a few methods I'll tell you first. After that, we'll go for dot keys and dot values. What is dot values are going to returns actually, guys? It is going to returns the what are going to be the values in the dictionary. Whatever the dictionary object dot keys, whatever the dictionary name dot values, same as it is we are going to be having, which is going to be items actually, guys. Sorry, it is going to be items. What is items is going to returns actually, guys? Returns the both key and a value like this actually, guys. It will return all, it's not returning all the keys and all the values. It will return the key value pair like this, first key and the first value, comma, second key and the second value, third key and the third value, like that. With every key, it will tell you what is the value actually, guys. Once again, dot keys, dot values, and dot items. Have a look at this. I want to know what are the keys in the person one. It's a very clear name, gender, and city. So what we have to say it actually, guys, person one dot, which is going to be keys. You can see there name, gender, and city, which is going to be nothing but it's clearly saying that there are going to be dictionary keys. Second one is going to be nothing but person one dot, which is going to be values. It is going to tells you what are the dictionary values actually, guys. So name is Vamsi, gender is a male, city is the Hyderabad. So it is returning the keys, it is returning the values actually, and it's very clear. It is returning the dictionary keys, it is returning the dictionary values, same as it is, which is going to be something like what we can say is a person one dot, which is going to be nothing but, which is going to be, you need not to type anything actually, guys. It is going to be items. It is going to be items actually, guys. What it is going to return? A set like object providing a view on these items actually, guys. That is dictionary items actually. So see, this is how we are going to be getting the values. See, guys, dictionary keys are coming, dictionary values are coming, and dictionary items are also coming. So name and Vamsi is the first key and the first value. Gender and the male is going to be the second key and the second value. And city and Hyderabad is going to be the third key and the third value actually. So we can get all the three. Either you can get only the keys, only the values, and both keys and values also what we can get it. So these are going to be some of the methods what we are going to get it. So we are only getting the values. They don't make any modification to the dictionary. Let me first display the dictionary, guys. Let me display the dictionary. See how the dictionary is going to be printed actually, guys. How the dictionary is printed, you can see it actually. Key and a value, key and a value, key and a value. It's a completely a key value pair mechanism actually, guys. Key and a value, what we can see it actually. So this is what we are going to call it as a dictionary object, what we can do that. So already I told you, even in set objects also, I cannot say S1 of 0. Indexing is not allowed, guys. Even S1 of 2 is 2. This is also not allowed. 2 is 2 means starting from the second index, go up to the last index. Indexing and slicing is not allowed on the set, as well as not allowed on the dictionary objects. So if you want to say, if you want to get the first element or the first value, don't say person one dot, which is going to be 0. It thinks that 0 is going to be the key. We don't have that kind of a key actually, guys. That's why we are getting an error called as an key error. So if you want to get the value, what we have to say is, guys, this is person one. This is the dictionary. What we have to say is, guys, person one of, which is going to be the name what we have to use it actually. See, guys, it is going to be person one of, which is going to be nothing but I said gender. Same as, sorry, guys. It is person one of gender. Same as it is, I can say something like it is person one of, which is going to be nothing but I said, which is going to be the city actually. So see, so what is the person one name? Person one means name, gender, and city. So we can get the value with the help of the key. So we are not using any indexes to get the value. We are going to use as the key directly from the value. Whether it is there at first index, whether it is there at last index does not matter. Person one of name, person two of gender, or person one of gender, and it is person one of city. And one more important thing is, guys, it is a mutable object. You can clearly understand what is meaning of mutable. Mutable means which is going to be gets modified actually, guys. So we can modify it. That means we can add the elements, we can remove the elements, whatever you want, we can do it. Yashwant, any question? You have?
No, sir. I did
Yeah.
by mistake, sir.
Yeah, Yashwant, any question?
No, sir. By
Oh,
mistake.
okay, fine. Right, guys. So which is going to be, you can modify it, guys. Modify means we know that you can add a new key and a value pair. You cannot add only the key actually, guys. You can add the key and a value pair. If you want, we can remove, guys. Remove pop option is going to be there. And even we can modify the element also. We can modify the element. But whenever we want to add a key value pair, observe carefully, guys. When you see the methods actually, guys, have a look at the methods once. What is going to be the person one dot? If you see the methods actually, guys, we know what is a clear actually, guys. It will totally clear the elements, the total keys and total values, everything is going to be removed. And even we are having an option called as an pop. Pop is also going to be one method is there. Okay, some kind of, or what I told you already, I have already told you about the values and I told you about what is going to be the keys and what is going to be the items actually. But if you observe carefully, there is no add method is not there. There is no add method is there. But I want to add some method. I want to add some method to this. Sorry, I want to add a key and a value pair. How can you add it actually, guys? It's a very simple, same technique only. Observe the difference actually, guys. So if I observe the difference, for example, the Vamsi has changed his city from Hyderabad to Chennai. For example, person of city, you know that we are going to be getting the value, guys. We are getting the value. Now, if you want to change the value, guys, what we have to do actually, guys? It is person of city is equal to, you can say, which is going to be Chennai. Observe carefully, guys. Whenever I just asked the key, it is giving me the value. But whenever we are asking for that particular, whatever that particular key is there, it is going to return, it is going to be, we are assigning the value actually, guys. So this is a get method and this is going to be a set method. We are getting the value, guys, but here we are setting the value. Person one of city is equal to Chennai. So it is assigning this particular value to that particular, whatever that key value is there. Key won't changes, guys. Key won't changes. Only the value is going to changes actually. Key cannot be modified. You can't modify the key. Now you check it out. What is going to be the person one data? If you can see, this is going to be the city has been changed to, which is going to be Chennai. So you give a key which is already there. You can change the value. Now, how to add the value, guys? How to add the key value pair? We don't have any add method. We don't have any append method. We don't have an insert method, or we don't have any extend method. Then how do you do it? For example, I want to add a contact number. So it is going to be person one of contact. Let us say that. So the contact is not available. The key was not available actually, guys. Automatically we'll get an error saying that the key was not found. Key error is coming actually, guys. We are getting a key error is coming. What is a key error? Means that that key was not present inside that particular, whatever the dictionary object is there. So now what you can do is, whenever the key was not available, observe the difference actually, guys. Equal to, maybe I'm giving a number. It's not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, whatever it may be. Now the difference here is, see the difference. Same option and same option. Both of them are doing the same thing. But difference is, if the key was already there, it will modify it, guys. It will modify. But observe carefully, this key was not found actually, guys. The key was not there. Even if the key was not there also, in the case if the key was not there, if you try to assign a value or if you try to set a value, it will add it like a new key to the dictionary object. So for adding some values or adding some key values to the dictionary, you don't require any method called as an add method. You just simply give some key which is not present in the dictionary. It will automatically, it will add it actually, guys. So see the difference? It won't give any error saying that, just a second, guys. It won't give any, what is the value? I said, which is a contact, right? Right. If I give a key which is not present actually, guys, automatically the key is going to be added to that, or it will be appended to that particular dictionary. We don't have any add method, or we don't have any append methods, or we don't have any insert methods. No method is required actually, guys, which is going to be just give a key which is not present and just give the value. Automatically the key will be added. But from now onwards, again, if you give the same contact key, it does not adds, it is going to modify. So simple technique, guys. So if the key is already present, it will be modified. If key is not present, it is going to be appends to the existing dictionary object. So it is going to be adding and we are going to be modifying. Technique is the same technique, guys. Technique is the same technique only. We are going to be just giving the same notation only. Here also given the same notation, here also given the same notation. But difference is here the key was already present. That is the reason the city was changed to Chennai. But here the contact key was not available. So it is going to be adding a key. So whenever we want to add a key value pair, you need not to do any kind of an which is going to be any methods we don't require. Remaining all of them requires the method actually, guys. Remaining they will require the methods, like a list requires a method, a set object requires a method, even a tuple we can't append the values, right? Tuples are going to be only immutable objects. So we cannot add the elements, but here we can add up some elements actually, guys. Okay, so this is going to be so this is going to be the one what we are going to be using it actually. So key was not present, it will append it. If key was already present, it is going to be working on it is going to be modifies it actually, guys. So this is the one which we are going to be gets working with this particular dictionary objects. So there are multiple methods are there. So we can get the value, we can set the values, whatever you want, we can do it actually. Okay, so that is going to be the one which we can see as of this particular the so-called as an the which is going to be the set and the how to set and how to get the value. So getting the value is going to be the very simple. So which is going to be the one what we are going to be using it actually. But here which are going to be gets working with this as going to be nothing but. So which is going to be one, if you want to modify the value, just what we can do is just give the value which is already, the key is already present. And if you want to add the value, give the key which is not going to be present actually. So now you can get the values actually, guys, which is going to be what we can see is just a second. What we can do is now you can get the method, which is going to be person one of, which is going to be the contact. So this is the one what we are going to be using. So use a key, you will get the value. There is a method is also there actually, guys. The same application you can get it also by using person one dot. We are having a method called as an get method is there, guys. Get of, which is going to be the same concept, the contact. Difference, nothing difference is there. Either you use this notation. Here I didn't use any method actually, guys. Just I have been got used that particular indexing of by using the key, we got the value. But here I'm using a get method. Then what is the difference between these two values actually, guys? What is the difference between these two values actually, guys? Like for example, there is an, I want to know the age of the person, but age was not present. Try like this actually, guys. Person one of, which is age. The age key was not found. We are going to be getting an error. But same example, guys. For example, if I said person one dot get of age, so the age key was not found. Okay, fine. The age key was not found. We are also getting, but observe carefully. We are not getting any error here actually, guys. We are not getting any error. If anybody has been attended the last class actually, guys. In last class, I have shown you one small example actually, guys. The example is going to be nothing but in set object, I told you a method.
And discard, sir.
Yeah, once again.
Remove and discard.
Yes, the remove, it's going to be nothing but it is the remove and the discard methods only. Remove is going to raise an error if the given value was not found. Whenever the discard method is there, it does not, no error is going to be raised actually, guys. Same as it is, this method is also going to be the same method actually, guys. Dot, which is going to be a get method. What is going to be the key? And there is a one more advantage is also there actually, guys. Advantage is, if the key was not present, what is the value you want to assign? For example, if the age was not found, I want to return some default value. Like for example, if the age was there, you give me the value. If age was not there, I want to return 30. Just some default value want to return it actually, guys. So in this method of get method, what is the default value? You can see it actually, guys. Get, you can see default is none. Return the value for the key if the key is in the dictionary, else default value. Now see, same example I'm going to be giving it actually, guys. Age comma 30. If age is present, it will get the same value, guys. If age is not present, then it is going to return the 30 is the value what we can see. So now I'll show you which is going to be person one dot, which is going to be get, which is going to be city. If city was not there, I want to return Mumbai. For example, if city was there, you have to return the same city. If the city was not there, then we have to return. Now see, city was there already. I have a Chennai. So it is going to return Chennai. When it is going to return Mumbai, in the case if the city key was not found here, then it is going to return the Mumbai. For example, how to remove the value actually get? Same technique. It is going to be person one dot, which is going to be pop. We are going to be having the same concept called as in pop is going to be there actually, guys. What is pop is going to do? In list object we have seen, in set object also we have been seen. It removes and returns, right? Removes the specified key and which is going to return the value of that particular key. It will remove the key. It returns the value of the key actually, guys. I said pop, which is going to be city. So what it is going to do is actually, it will tell you what is the value that has been got removed with the help of the key. You know that it is going to be Chennai. Now again, execute the same, sorry, if you want, I'll show you once. All these are just a practice actually, guys. Just once if we do the practice, we can understand it. Now see, there is no city key was not found. Now directly execute the same example one more time. In the earlier case, the city key was available. That's why it returned something like a Chennai. But now it was not there. So if the key was not found, it is going to return a value called as in Mumbai. But if we use this method actually, guys, if we use this method, the problem here is, the problem is going to be nothing but if the key was not found, we are going to get an error actually. That's why it is better to use a method called as a get method is what we are going to be using it actually, guys. So if you observe carefully, person one dot, it is going to be clear. Get method I told you, items, keys, pop, and it is going to be pop item actually, guys. So what is a pop item actually? Pop item does not take any input actually, guys. Just same like a previous case only, guys. Pop is different, pop item is different, guys. Normally in our previous cases, pop, if I don't give the element, it will remove the last element from the list. But here it is pop and pop item. Two methods are there. Compulsory for pop, you have to provide the key. If you simply say person one dot, which is going to be pop, it does not execute actually, guys. It has to take one argument. So if I don't want to give any value, then we have to say person one dot, which is going to be the pop item, what we can say it actually, guys. So what is pop item is going to return both key and a value. Both is going to be, it's removing the data actually, guys. One thing you can find it of person one, we don't have any gender, we don't have the city, we don't have the contact. Again, I said person one dot, which is going to be pop item executed. Execute, the name and Vamsi was written. And now there are no more elements are there. That's why we are going to get the error. But whenever we want to say person one dot pop, compulsory we have to give a key. Without a key, we cannot work with them. You have to give a key, name, but the name key was not found. We are going to get an error. So slightly there is a differences will be there actually, guys. We have to just understand the difference and we have to go for the application actually. Just we have to understand the difference actually, guys. So what is the difference between pop and pop item? And what is clear? Clear is going to remove all the elements. What is a get method? Get is used to get the required values for the given key. And what is the keys? It is going to give you the required keys, whatever the keys and whatever the values and what are the item sets actually. So these are the some of the methods which we can use it actually. So there are some methods are there, but all methods are not required actually, guys. Already it is already cleared. There are no more elements are there, but clear won't return anything actually, guys. It's already there or already not there, does not matter. But how to add the elements actually, guys? It is again same technique. Name is equal to, which is going to be Vamsi like this. Same, which is going to be person one of, which is going to be city. Wherever it is there, it does not matter actually. Whether it is at the first index or whether it is at the last index does not matter. What is going to be person one of, which is going to be the gender, which is going to be something like equal to, which is going to be the male actually, guys. Execute. Now see person one, you can see the data actually, but there is no change. Person one of dot, which is going to be dot get, which is going to be, I said, which is going to be city. If it was not found, you want to return some default value. but I already have a value, so we'll get Hyderabad. In the case if city was not there, then it is going to return Mumbai, else it is going to return the same key as it is, guys. Okay, so this is going to be about the next object called as a dictionary object. So totally we have been covered, which is going to be 4 to 5, whatever the methods are there. So values, items, get, and which is going to be pop. Pop we is going to take the input as a key actually, guys. You know what it is going to do is actually, guys. It is going to remove and which is going to return. But what it is going to return actually, guys, that is important. It is only return the value of the given whatever the remove actually, whatever the key has been removed actually. But what is going to be pop item actually, guys? Pop item does not takes any argument. What it is going to returns actually, guys? It is going to remove and also returns. Remove and also returns, which is going to be the both key and a value pair. The key and the value pair from the last, which is going to be always from the last only, it is going to remove. Like that, these are going to be some of the methods what we are going to be having it actually, guys. Finally, if I remember this, it is going to be list, tuple, which is going to be set. We are having something called as n. What is the other one actually, guys? It is a frozen set actually. And finally, it is going to be, we have been seen about a dictionary. So if I just conclude the concept, list and tuple is going to be a little bit similar, guys. Set and frozen set is going to be similar, but dictionary is going to be something like this. List is going to be a list of heterogeneous values actually, guys. It is going to be heterogeneous values. Tuple is also heterogeneous values, but it is going to be what we can say that it is an immutable object. Set is going to be contains a set of values, which is going to be unique and which is going to be unique and which is going to be an unordered list of unique values. What is going to be frozen set? Same, but again it is going to be, but it is going to be an immutable object. What is a dictionary? Dictionaries are going to be key and a value pair concept actually. But there are going to be mutable object only, guys, which can be modified. We can modify them, guys. We can add a key, we can remove a key. Pop is there, pop item is there, clear is there. All these are going to be some of the methods. Even there is no add method, but we can add the elements. We can modify the elements. If you are able to add, modify, delete it, it is a mutable object. So tuple and frozen set, these two are immutable object, guys. List is a mutable, set is a mutable, dictionary is a mutable. List is going to contain, slicing is allowed. Who is going to allow the slicing actually, guys? List and tuple allows the slicing. Set and frozen set does not allow the slicing. Even dictionary also does not allow the slicing. But with the help of the key, we can get the required value. But in set and frozen set, it's not possible. List and tuple, it is possible again, guys. Okay. So like that, it's not it need not to be an expert on that actually, guys. At least only basic concepts only I'm talking about. Later we'll see only the basic concepts only we are going to be understand them, guys. We really don't require to study all the methods and all these things are not going to be gets required actually, guys. Okay. So that is going to be all about, how we are going to be gets working with these methods actually, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. Actually, we have some time for today, but anyhow, in the next class, we are going to be talking about, tomorrow is going to be, we don't have any that much practicals. Practical will be there, but up to now we are using the environment, the IDE called as an ideal only, guys. Ideal. It is IDLE, which we are going to be using it actually, guys. But we have been seen ideal is not that much comfortable for us actually, guys. So even whenever I want to execute the re-execute the statement, I'm moving my pointer up and I'm going to be selecting that particular statement and I'm going to say that enter. Then that will be copied here and we have to execute it. Everything we are writing line by line, we are working actually, guys. That is not comfortable. Basically for beginners, it is recommended actually, guys. It is going to be for beginners, we are going to be recommend them actually. But whenever you are becoming, we want to become some proficients and experts, this is not recommended actually, guys. So tomorrow we are going to be discussing about what are the other IDE options that are available to write the Python code. So we have a PyCharm, we have Spider, we have a Jupyter Notebook, we have a Visual Studio Code. Okay, there are going to be some other IDEs are also there. Which one is comfortable and which one we have to prefer, I'll tell you in the tomorrow's class, guys. Anyhow, we are not going to use all the things, guys. I am going to be using something called as a Jupyter notebook. We are going to use this actually, guys. The name of that ID is, guys, Jupyter notebook. Okay. So I'm going to be using the Jupyter notebook from the next coming classes actually, guys. I just show you. Don't worry how to get this. Don't install anybody, guys. Don't try to do any installations. Okay. I'll tell you how to install it actually, guys. If you're already aware about that, you can install, but don't install any Jupyter notebook manually by yourself. This is going to be my Jupyter notebook homepage actually, guys. And this is where we are going to be writing the code actually like this. Because from our coming applications, we are going to write some kind of a lengthy codes. We are going to write it actually, guys. We are going to write a lengthy codes. We are going to write it actually, guys. Some lengthy codes means it's not like a big program, but some 2 to 3 lines of code we are going to write it actually, guys. So see, guys, how comfortable it is going to be there. How comfortable it is going to be there. 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. We are writing like a single cell. We are going to be writing it actually, guys. So don't worry. We'll see all these things in our coming classes also. So this is a morning 7:30 a.m. batch. Currently, we are in the data visualization concepts. That's why we are doing some kind of a visualizations. We are currently doing it. These are what we call it as box plots. Maybe you have never heard about the box plots concept. This is what we call it as a box plots actually, guys. So what are these box plots? Why do you require them? These are scatter plots. Why do you require them? All these things we are currently doing with that. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, guys, we are going to be using this Jupyter notebooks. We are going to work how to get the Jupyter notebooks into your system. I'll tell you the application in the tomorrow's class, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class. So just for today, I'll stop it here and we'll continue in the tomorrow's session, guys. Right. Anybody, guys, any questions? Right, guys. Hope all of you are able to follow it. Yes. Anyone? Right, guys. So I think today's class is fine. So we're able to understand dictionaries concept. So tomorrow we are going to start with the next concept, which is going to be yes, Kajal. Yeah. Yes, Kajal. Do you have any question? I can't hear you from your side. Yeah. Just use a chat window then. I'll give you the material. I'll start giving the materials. We're in the beginning, no? Just everything is ready. I just start giving some. I will upload the materials to the drive, and my backend team will share you those particular materials to you. Just give me 1 or 2 days of time. I'll start giving the materials. Okay, fine, right. Okay, guys, fine. So I think that's it for the today's class, guys. I'm just ending up the session. We'll continue in the tomorrow's session, guys. Thank you all of you, guys.